You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark, but more specifically, we're going to talk about the cackling DEI hens that work over at The View, giving their commentary on things like basketball, because I know they're such experts on sports. My goodness, I didn't know that. I better make sure I tune into The View. Never in life. So, as you can expect, here we are. Race baiting and I guess looks baiting, question mark. And look, nothing against Caitlin Clark, but I don't find her overly attractive. I don't, she's not ugly. But when you're a DEI hire and you're out there to talk about race and, let me keep it real, shit on white people, when you're out there and that's your job, I guess you have to try to go to the lowest hanging fruit possible. Now, that leads us over to Sonny Hostin. That's right. Hey, Sonny, didn't your family own some black folks, question mark? Wasn't that a thing? Didn't you just recently discover that and you felt so badly about it? I don't know. I thought only white people owned slaves. Well, that's pretty interesting. That's another lie. The View, folks. Co-host Sonny Hostin argued, and don't worry, there's a clip. I'm going to play it. Argued that, quote, white privilege and pretty privilege played a role in Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark's popularity during the ABC talk show on Wednesday. It couldn't be the fact that her basketball team in college was what? Basically always one of the top 5 teams over the last 2 years and just a lot more eyeballs watch college basketball, and she happened to be the greatest scorer in the history of the NC2A? That couldn't be it. It couldn't be the fact that she is literally the walking, talking female embodiment of Steph Curry and Larry Bird if they had a love child? It's not that, right? No, it's got to be race and I guess looks. And I don't know if she's trying to convey that she looks different than a Brittany Griner who looks like a straight-up dude. Maybe that's what she's trying to say. I don't know. I mean, it's wild. Seriously. The co-hosts of The View were discussing former ESPN host Jemele Hill. I was going to say a DEI hire, but ESPN fired her, so argument that Clark owed much of her popularity to race and sexuality. I have said, I do think the fact that she's straight is sort of a deal, and I don't think anybody should apologize for that. So a league that has been a bunch of lesbian activists actually has a straight superstar in it now. Okay, you're probably going to actually get more traditional family units setting down to watch basketball right now. Just keeping it real. I don't think any Christian, anybody with religious beliefs should apologize for that. For Caitlin Clark being a role model to your daughters. Seriously. Hostin said earlier in the discussion she had no issue with Clark bringing the WNBA some much-needed attention. Well, you had to have. Let's play a little clip off of this.
That being said, I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege. And we have to acknowledge that. And so part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
They wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay, not because she was black, but because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
This is part of my point. So now, Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive. And unfortunately, there still is that stigma of against the LGBTQ plus community.
I don't think it's got anything to do with the color of her skin. I don't. Like I said, I do believe there's a little bit of the LGBTQ thing because in general, and we've talked about this daily, all those players walk around like they're continuously pissed off. And it's all about political messaging all the time. It's never about basketball. And the league, let's be honest, is made up of a bunch of known Marxists. Do you know what Marxists don't like, folks? Marxists absolutely hates the traditional nuclear family, meaning husband, wife. That's right. Heterosexuals, God forbid. Heterosexuals, they don't like, Marxists don't like Christianity. All of this. We don't get any of that crap with Caitlin Clark. And I don't think anybody should apologize if that's part of the attraction of this basketball player. I don't. I mean, seriously. You know, not a lot of families want their kids subjected to a bunch of political messaging out there. I don't want to watch it. Why do you think this league's ratings have sucked forever? It's one of the biggest reasons, seriously. Now, if she was black, nobody'd give a damn. The race part, that is utterly absurd. I don't know what she means by pretty privilege. That's, I don't. She ain't got pink and purple hair? Okay. I mean, are we supposed to apologize because that resonates maybe more? Why? Stop apologizing. So, as you can expect, this bee got drugged, right? It never ends with them. They always have an excuse for their failures, and it always revolves around blaming whitey. I mean, seriously, they can't stand a white person winning. Oh, you're the rottenest rooster in the hen house these days if you're white. Let's be honest. She's horrible, and she thinks she's got answers for everything when she doesn't. It's almost like you can't live your life without a victim mentality, and you need to make the best with what you have. We can't all be born the same. It's ridiculous. At this point, we should call out black/minority privilege. Wouldn't you say, if that's the case, I mean, black, it's all, the entire NBA is all black. I mean, the WNBA is all black. Who's been profiting off of that exactly? That's crazy. What a repulsive echo chamber of egos. I can agree with that. I can't believe there are people who watch them spread their hate. Pretty pathetic, along with those who watch that show. Imagine watching this. Seriously, I'm offended because Sonny has TV show privilege. Who the hell gave her a platform? Any of these people? There goes old one trick again. 2 live audience members. Just look amazed and clap excitedly as she rolls it out for the 5th time this hour. She also said the eclipse was caused by climate change. You're kidding, right? God, wow. The View has become trash. Was it not trash? I guess Barbara Walters started it, and it was a real thing. That's pretty wild. It really is. So if a pretty white girl who can't buy a bucket, I was going to say a ticket, can't buy a bucket, was on the team, does Sonny believe that pretty white girl would still get a contract Caitlin got? Sonny totally dismissed Clark's accomplishments. Sonny family history owned slaves, so she's forever race baiting. Of course, she's trying to get away, distance herself from her own racist family. Garbage, yeah. She's a proud black supremacist. Yeah, absolutely. They really hate her for breaking the records in a 17-day period. All-time women's NC2A Division I scoring leader, passed the major college scoring leader record, passed legend Pistol Pete Maravich for most points in Division I history for men and women. No, seriously. Look, this is what Stephen A. said. Quote, "We ain't never seen another woman shoot that ball like Caitlin Clark. Case closed." That was Stephen A. Smith. Seriously, what about the quote, "I can sink three-pointers for breakfast privilege"? Absolutely. Seriously. I mean, why does anybody still watch this garbage? Man, all these folks are jealous of someone who put forth the hard work. I got to tell you, the most surprising part of all this was the fact that Whoopi Goldberg, to a point, did step in and sort of push back on all this. You know, I mean, she did talk about, look, she can really play basketball and yada, yada, yada. I was pretty surprised, but I figured Whoopi Goldberg just had the blind squirrel find nut fiasco, hit her right in the face. She got one right this year. Whoopi's done for the year. I mean, that's the best she's got, is to step in on Sonny Hostin. These women are lazy. They truly are. They just go up there. I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I hate whites. No, you're straight and white. I super hate your ass. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're done for the day. Let's go home. It's crazy. And they tried to pressure Charlemagne the God into endorsing Joe Biden. He wouldn't do it. That was pretty funny. I mean, blatant political agendas. I mean, total bias. Tell me what you think, folks. Is Caitlin Clark's popularity because she's white and pretty? What? Okay. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.